Hi everybody, so I've arrived at Ormskirk Magistrates Court and it's sunny in Ormskirk, which is always preferable. The front has really come on. I'll show you in a second how I'm going to spin it around and then give you a little tour inside. I think you're going to notice some pretty big changes. So you can see, if you remember from the initial videos and from the YouTube video, all the hedging is gone that was scraggly and, you know, dying in parts and messy. The cherry blossom that had died down there is now gone. The scaffolding's gone up, and the stone masons, who by the way are master craftsmen, they're absolutely amazing, have started work up on the top left there where the green safety netting is. So they're working on the back that side. We've got an advertising banner that the Marshmallow Boys are just working on for us now, and the advertising banner is going to sit all the way across there, so I can't wait for that to arrive, because I'll come down and show you guys first. And then eventually we're going to have a fountain in the centre there, some outdoor seating for the restaurant and cafe. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's really going to be special. And the guys are taking the stone back to its original glory by hand. So there guys, there's the front door that you'll recognise. And then this is the what used to be the old police station, and you can just see the remnants of the travertine floor on the floor there, and then that was where the reception was going to be. But we've just had a site meeting, and actually we're going to be turning all of this into bar, I think, so all the way around to there. So you can see now just exactly how much work the guys have done and how open it now is from where it was previously. But the real shocker for me, when you look up, completely taken all of the rotten wood, all of the rotten joists and flooring out. If you remember, there's a small little hole that you could see up here last time, and now it's this huge gap, and you can see all the way through. If we go down here, that actually you can walk all the way through to what will be the kitchen. I don't know if you remember, but there was a wall along there. You can just see the footprint of the wall, and the wall came along here and across there, and there's a door there, that security door, that's now gone, and that goes up to courtroom 2, and then this walks through to what will be the kitchen. And then if we go upstairs, bear with me because of the COVID, go up the stairs into what will be this huge apartment, really light and bright, and what was courtroom 2, the smaller of the two courtrooms, into the corridor. So the extension's gone, so you can see the sunlight coming through the extension, and it's nice and clean now and all cleared out, and then through into courtroom 1, which will be the main restaurant. And then we've got some really exciting news. All new flooring. So you remember last time I was showing you from below how this wall has been taken down and how this feature ends and is floating mid-air, and then this is the flooring from above. So you can see there's the old doorways. So the left-hand door, that door there, was into the judge's bench, the magistrate's bench, and that door there was actually into the courtroom itself. This now, from sort of that wall there to there, is going to be toilets for the restaurant, and the floor had to be replaced because it was rotting, but it was also too high. So it's going to be lower down a little bit, and then there'll be the fewer steps from the restaurant into the toilets, and then the staircase, the original well, it wasn't original to the building, but the staircase original to when we bought it was sat here. You can just see there. You'll remember, if you've watched our YouTube video, that's the hole there that I stick my head in and tell Billy that there's no asbestos. So the staircase has had to be removed. One, because it was facing the wrong way when it got up to the landing, but two, it also cut through the window. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to overcome this, but we want to create a really wow staircase in this relatively small space that doesn't cut through the windows, and doesn't require too many landings, but isn't too steep. So if anyone's got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. But it's going to take a genius, because we need to somehow not break, but certainly bend the rules of physics. If anyone has got any clues, please let me know. We're just over at the front now of Ormskirk Magistrates Court in the one of the oldest parts, well, in fact, the oldest part of the building. I've shown you this a couple of times, but it's never been quite as open or as clean as this. And we've had to replace, I'd say, 90% of the floor in here too. Now, just a little small example of the quality of our work, of MD Build's work, is look at the boarding and then look how many screws they use in the board. So this is something as a hotel guest you'll never see, something no one ever sees or notices or really even cares about. But it's worth pointing out because just look how many screws. I don't know if Mike owns shares in the screw supply company, but what that means is that it costs a lot more, first of all, and secondly, what it actually means is it's solid as a rock. There is no movement in this floor whatsoever. So if you spend a little bit more money up front, you save absolute fortunes in the long run. Because of course, movement leads to problems, leaks in bathrooms, tiles cracking, shower tray sinking, and all that sort of thing. So spend a bit more money up front, save a fortune in the long run. And we're back to courtroom 2. So the exciting news is, thanks to the great design by FWP, our architects, and by Alistair, our kitchen designer, this room originally was needed as a prep room for the kitchen below it. Now it's not needed. They've managed to get what we need without using this space. What does that mean? It means that this room's now free. So what do we do with the room just off a restaurant? We're going to block that window up, block that door up, introduce a door there, block that door up, and you've got a private function room, which is going to be absolutely amazing. I have absolutely no idea what we're going to do in here, what the theme is, but we will make it amazing for you and your friends and family to enjoy, you know, christenings, gender reveals, bride parties, all that sort of stuff. So, afternoon teas. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the tour, guys. Okay, guys, just leaving Ormskirk Magistrates Court now. Really good, actually. I'm really happy with the progress that they've made so far. We really need to speed up now and go flat out, though. Start putting back and seeing the layouts. So the next part of the development is the really exciting part for me, at least, and I think it'll be really interesting for you guys too, because you can actually start to see apartments from bare shell rather than an empty room starting to take shape. So it's interesting to see a building before, quite interesting to see the rip out, and then interesting to see the building after, I think. But the real excitement starts from now, basically, with everything going back in, and the layout, and the interior design, and all that bit, all the different crazy ideas and changes, chops and changes that happen along the way. So, here you go, Liam, here's your outro. Liam from Marshmallow, our social media guys, is always telling me off for not doing an outro. So, here's the outro.